Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about one of my favorite alternatives to bamboo sheets, and that's miracle sheets. If you've seen my videos, you know that I tried these out for the first time a little while ago and I've been really into them. I think they have a lot of similar properties that I look for in bamboo sheets. And then while there are a lot of things that I like about bamboo sheets, there are a lot of things that I also really don't like about them. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of compare the two, side by side, do a little head to head and see how they stack up. So first off, bamboo is really popular. I like it. There's a lot that I do like about it. There's also a lot that I don't like about it. It's not usually my first choice for a set of sheets. I do have one set that I use on my bed in this bedroom. And like I said, there are a lot of things to like about it. It's super soft, which I think is what kind of draws a lot of people to it. Like right out of the package, it doesn't have any of that like starchiness, like just really, really silky soft. They are pretty breathable, even for being like a, silkier rather than like a crisp cooling sheet. Do have those cooling properties. Also allegedly have antimicrobial properties. I personally am not about to get out like swabs and petri dishes and start, doing those experiments in my bedroom. I try to wash my sheets once a week, but if you want to try it, let me know how it goes. I'm very curious. But there are a lot of things that people like about it. I think the number one thing that most people like is the way that they feel. There are a lot of things that I personally don't love about bamboo, and that's any type of bamboo sheets. It's not a particular brand. I don't like the way they wear. I think that I haven't used this set this often. You can see it's been folded up in a box for a while. It's got those creases, but as you use them over time, I feel like they get kind of stretched out. It makes it it's a stupid little thing, but it makes it harder to make the bed. I feel like the pillowcases don't look as nice on the pillows. Like the corners of the fitted sheet get kind of floppy and stretched out. You get that bowing in the middle or on the edges of the fitted sheet, and then kind of in the middle of the sheet, and it just it wears, stuff like that just kind of bothers me. I also don't love how silky it is. A lot of people I know do like that. This is 100% personal preference, but it's almost a little too shiny for me. I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera, but I prefer it sounds stupid to say natural when bamboo is technically still natural, but I prefer that more natural matte look to my sheets, even a little bit of a wrinkle lived in look. These do wrinkle, but I don't like it almost looks more synthetic to me than cotton sheets do. Other than that, no real problems with bamboo. It's relatively sustainable. Bamboo is a pretty sustainable. And then this is maybe super nitpicky, and maybe it's just me, but I don't really love that bamboo is just rebranded rayon in a lot of cases. Yes, rayon was always maybe made from bamboo and they're just calling it bamboo now, but I think to me, it almost feels a little bit like greenwashing. If you saw something that said rayon on the label versus something that says bamboo on the label, are you more likely to buy the one that says bamboo, even though they're both made out of the same thing? It doesn't, at the end of the day, it probably doesn't matter. It's just what they decided to call it. It is the same thing. But it just feels like marketing gimmicky to me, I guess. So I've been using these miracle sheets for a while now, and there are a lot of reasons why I think it makes a great alternative to bamboo, and actually reasons why I prefer it to bamboo. It is 100% long staple cotton, but super soft, right out of the package. It didn't have any of that really crisp, starchy, percale feeling to it. I pulled a pillowcase off my bed so you guys can see, but I don't know if you can tell, but it drapes really nicely. It's, it feels like a t-shirt. But because it is cotton, it doesn't stretch out and get weird the way some of those jersey material or synthetics or even bamboo does. This one has maybe a few more wrinkles than the bamboo sheet does. While I've been sleeping, and I literally pulled this off the bed that I was sleeping in, but while I've been sleeping in them, both honestly get kind of the same amount of wrinkles, so that wouldn't really change things for me. I do think that cotton irons nicely. If you do want to iron these, I am not an iron my sheets person. I do not have time for that. But if wrinkles bother you, you can iron these pretty well. Reasons why I think that this stacks up really nicely against the bamboo is it is very cooling and still soft. So, you know, a lot of people that like cooling sheets will go for that like super crisp percale, and that's not for everyone, especially if you have sensitive skin. You know, it's crisp, you get that like hotel vibe, but it's not that comfortable for some people. You know, some people want something a little softer, and I think that's why that leads people to choosing bamboo, but there are other options. You can get 100% cotton that is like just a slightly different weave, and it's super, super comfy. Beyond being, you know, cooling and super soft, the kind of key feature of the Miracle Sheets is that they're infused with silver. So they're actually made with like NASA tech, and the 100% long staple cotton is infused with silver. It's not kind of like a coating on it, it's actually in the threads, so it's not going to wear out no matter how many times you wash this, and it gives them antibacterial, antimicrobial properties that silver is known for. So if you are one of those people that is, you know, trying bamboo because you heard it's antibacterial or antimicrobial, if you're one of those petri dish test people, then I would definitely recommend giving these guys a shot. I have not gone more than a week and a half probably without washing them, but allegedly you can go several times longer than you would with your normal sheets. I've been sleeping on these for probably just over a week now, and they don't smell at all. You know, I put my face directly on this every night and it's still clean. So I think that kind of says a lot. And that's actually one of the original reasons why I wanted to try these. You know, I heard that they were cooling, which I always like, and I was kind of intrigued by the silver thread. One thing that I really like about sleeping with the Miracle Sheets instead of bamboo sheets is that right now it's a heat wave, it's July, I am roasting every night, and even though bamboo sheets are kind of on the cooling side, they tend to be super clingy, like they're very drapey, and I feel like they kind of like stick to my skin a little bit too much. Whereas like the cotton is a little bit more like moisture wicking, and it has like a little bit more of that structure that it, you know, it kind of, you can get some air pockets in there to keep things cooler. That's probably one of my biggest complaints, other than the like stretching out part of the bamboo sheets, is that it does kind of like, it makes me feel a little bit claustrophobic sometimes. If you like that, great. It's just personally not for me. If you're a hot sleeper, or if you like kind of the look, the idea of cotton sheets, but those like super crispy, like cooling cotton sheets aren't soft enough for you, you're definitely gonna like Miracle Sheets. Very, very cooling, but much softer than a lot of like the percale. If you're, you know, one of those people that wants to go an extra couple weeks between washing your sheets, no judgment. Definitely go with Miracle Sheets though. If you like the kind of very silky, very clingy feeling of bamboo, you're probably not going to get that with the Miracle Sheets. They're a lot kind of like lighter weight. They still have some structure to them, but they're lighter. This kind of just sits heavier on my skin than Miracle does. These come in about a dozen different colors. They also have a luxe version. This is their like regular. Bamboo, obviously you can get them from a million different people. So if there's like a particular color or pattern that you're looking for, you may not be able to find it in the Miracle Sheets, but you might find someone makes a bamboo sheet in it. Miracle definitely wins out for me over bamboo, just because I like the way they feel more. They're lighter, they're a little more cooling. I like that silver, you know, antimicrobial tech that they have in them. I just like cotton more. It holds up better. I like that it doesn't get all stretched out and weird. It, you know, it looks nicer, I think. It kind of comes down to preference. If you do prefer the bamboo, I'm gonna say that odds are that they're gonna wear out faster. Obviously, it all depends on the brand and stuff, but in my experience, bamboo does wear out a lot faster. It does get stretched out and even gets holes in it. Cotton just tends to last a little bit longer. So if you're looking for a cotton sheet that has kind of some of those properties that you like in bamboo, I definitely recommend checking out Miracle Sheets. I've been testing out a ton of different types of sheets, so if there's one you want to see, please comment and subscribe to see more. Thanks so much for watching.